Guys, it's Steve. So it's looking like Carmelo Anthony will not be traded from the New York Knicks. Now there still is a very, very slim possibility of Carmelo Anthony going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, he came out and said, well, he didn't come out, but league sources are saying that have the inside talk, the inside scoop, have came out and said that Carmelo Anthony is only accepting trades from the Cavaliers or the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, the chances of the Cleveland Cavaliers getting Carmelo Anthony are slim, and the same thing with the Los Angeles Clippers. So what does this mean? For the most part, which I'm very excited about, either way, I would have been happy for Melo. A lot of Knicks fans would have been true Knicks fans, and true Melo fans would have been happy either way, because he gave us 6 good years of him trying his heart out, carrying a garbage team. He did everything he possibly could to help this team, and on top of that, I want him to succeed. This is his 14th season in the NBA. He doesn't have an NBA championship yet. He's too good to not end his career without a championship. So hopefully. That's why I was like, hopefully, he gets traded. If he gets traded to the Cavaliers, I would be extremely happy with that so he can get himself a ring. It's not going to happen, though, this season. It could at the end of this season, though. So Melo's not going to get traded, man. I'm happy for the future of the Knicks. But a lot of confusion as well, because now that Carmelo Anthony is almost officially staying, we still have until the 3rd. The trade deadline is the 23rd. We still have until the 23rd until it's really, really official. But for the most part, it is official that Carmelo Anthony's not leaving. However, this gives us the possibility of getting Chris Paul. Now, the reason why this is very exciting is because Chris Paul, Melo, and KP would be a dominant big three. The only thing I'm concerned about is that Joakim Noah contract and Phil Jackson making more stupid mistakes. We need to keep Courtney Lee, great role player. That's why he's been a role player. Now, if you noticed, in the NBA, there are lots of role players that come and go. They come, they go, Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday. Whoa, let me stop. Eminem reference. Anyway, there are a lot of role players that come and go, okay? But Courtney Lee's been in the league for almost 10 years now. That's a long time for a role player. Most role players play a few years or, a year or two, and then they go to the D League or whatever. But he's been around a while. He's a great defender, shooter, he can spread the floor. And in that overtime game against Atlanta, he showed that he can take over if need be without our star players on the court with KP, Melo, and Derrick Rose out. So I'm very excited for that. We need to keep Kylo Quinn. We should have kept Derrick Williams. The Cavaliers are extremely smart by getting him. I think his contract was like a 10-day contract. I don't know if they re-signed him or not. But just very excited for the New York Knicks. Hopefully things can play out well. That whole DeMarcus Cousins thing is ridiculous. That's possibly the best front court in NBA history. If these dudes stay together, because I think DeMarcus Cousins' contract is up after this season, and if these two can stay together, keep Drew Holiday. That's a great point guard. He was an all-star before. I don't think he's an all-star. He's an all-star caliber point guard, but I wouldn't say he's a consistent all-star. But he's still better than most point guards in the NBA. Top 20 point guard in this league. He's doing his thing. Hopefully they can stay healthy. Anthony Davis, in order for this team to succeed, he needs to stay healthy. DeMarcus Cousins needs to get those technical fouls down. Drew Holiday needs to do his thing. And they need to get shooters and defenders around them. They don't need any scorers. They don't need any rebounders. They need another backup big man. And then just have shooters and, shooters and defenders around them. So you have people that can guard the perimeter, because now you have two dominant big men that we haven't seen ever, really, because David Robinson, again, was out of his prime by the time Tim Duncan was retired. He went from 25 points per game all the way down to 17 and down to 15. He's out of his prime. Tim Duncan, that was pre-prime Tim Duncan. Both were still really good, but nothing compared to what these two are right now. Now, obviously, Tim Duncan is the top 10 player of all time, but I'm just saying at that point in time they weren't in their primes yet. But DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis, they're both in their prime, which is ridiculous. These two are going to be amazing if they stay together. Anthony Davis, you need to stay healthy. Now that Anthony Davis has less responsibility on his team, hopefully that can contribute to him staying healthy. It's possible that it can. Okay, because when you have a really high usage percentage, that wears down your body, especially when you're really long and tall and lengthy and slim like he is. It's so easy to get injured. That's why Yao got injured. That's why I'm worried about Kristaps Porzingis. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. That Jimmy Butler thing, this is huge news as well. I don't know if Jimmy Butler's actually going to get traded or not. I'm actually excited to see, because again, any one person that can get traded will, just change everything, honestly, because if Jimmy Butler goes to the to the Boston Celtics, the entire East changes. The Cavaliers change. If Melo, which is not going to happen for the 99% chance it's not going to happen. If Melo goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, not even just the East, there's no team that can compete with them. If they were able to keep Kevin Love on top of it, there's no team that would compete with them. Okay? If Paul George were to get traded to Boston, that would be ridiculous, okay? I mean, the entire East would change because now it's going to be LeBron and Kyrie versus Isaiah Thomas, Paul George, Al Horford. They'd probably give up Jay Crowder, but if they can keep Avery Bradley, oh my freaking goodness. Oh my, you have Isaiah Thomas giving you 30, Paul George giving you 23, that's 53. Avery Bradley giving you 17, that's 70. And you have Al Horford giving you around 15, that's 85 points right there. 85 freaking points. Where LeBron and Kyrie only combined to around 25. To around 50 to 55. And Kevin Love is around 75. So that's crazy, man. That means LeBron's gonna. You see what I'm saying? I know LeBron's still gonna make it out. I'm just saying it's not gonna be a cakewalk. So the entire league can change if either Melo, Paul George, or Jimmy Buckets gets traded, and it's looking like it's gonna be Jimmy Butler. I don't know. It's looking like it's gonna be Jimmy Butler. His camp, like his pop. No, I don't want to say that. Offend some people. His crew is pretty much saying, I don't think we're going anywhere, but, league sources are saying he is going to the Boston Celtics. We'll see. He wants to stay in Chicago. We'll see how it works out. And I know Dwayne Wade definitely regrets going to Chicago now. Oh, man, impulse decision. Anyway, guys, it's been Steve. I'm out. Peace.